Welcome to the next module, covering Standard VI, Student Experience and Support. The purpose of this standard is to encourage a student-centered culture in the program. This involves open communication channels, having responsive complaint procedures, and offering certain support services. Now, the full student services is evaluated under the institutional accreditation only standards, but this is dealing with specific to the program, and so we will look at both institutional and programmatic accreditation here, involving three main components. One is student communication and feedback is encouraged and accepted and responded to, placement services, and there should be a complaint procedure. So the first section A, student communication and feedback. It states that the institution/program representatives are proactive in initiating and responding to communications with students, both formally and informally. And for programmatic accreditation, we will be focusing on what the program itself does. Communication mechanisms should be established between students, administration, and faculty, so students know how and who to contact. Student feedback and evaluations are solicited and responded to on a regular basis. This includes written anonymous evaluations being used and having a system for analyzing the results of these and taking appropriate action when needed. A complaint procedure is used for formal complaints. And then the complaint procedure must be clearly published with the procedures on how to use it. It should include an objective third-party contact being listed. So the students should know to whom they are supposed to submit their complaints, and that person should include an objective third party. It should also include a specific reasonable time frame to expect a response, and any contact information for regulatory agencies. For those already COMTA accredited, this includes the COMTA complaint policy and COMTA contact information. And records do need to be maintained for any formal complaints that have been submitted. Standard 6 also deals with the importance of placement services. Now, the Commission does not require a specific type of service be offered. The placement assistance that you offer should be consistent with your mission and the scope and size of the school. But keep in mind that they need to be clearly published, so what you offer, what you don't. And the services that you offer should ensure that your employment outcomes are adequate to meet the COMTA benchmarks. And part of these services would include tracking, which is dealt with in a later standard, but this is a reminder that you do need to maintain verifiable records for 5 years of initial graduate employment. Now, for those of you seeking programmatic accreditation, sometimes there is an institution-wide career services center, and that is fine to use that, but please ensure that there is some sort of specific assistance to massage and aesthetics. So if they do job postings, there's actual massage and aesthetics jobs being posted. And if not, the program director, the program itself, can provide this type of assistance. Now, this next part of the standard is for programmatic accreditation only. And it's simply a note, a reminder that your institutional accrediting agency will review the student services that the institution offers. But what COMTA will look at is whether students of your program have access to all student services provided to other students within the institution, as well as to program-specific student services. And the example here is tutoring is provided in hands-on techniques, for example, not just general education courses. Placement services are specific to the field, advising is offered, and that kind of thing. As I mentioned, the later standards also deal with some more student services information for my institutionally accredited candidates, but this Standard 6 course lessons will go into the details of these three components of student evaluations, placement services, and complaint procedure.